Welcome to the Savage Land, and welcome to the field. I am Dr. Savage, and today I have two specimens. A specimen 1, a Cobra Viper, and the specimen 2 is Cobra Infantry. Today, in Dr. Savage's laboratory, we'll be doing a switcheroo, and we'll be taking the Cobra Viper and testing it into the Cobra Infantry, making one ultimate soldier for Cobra. What's up, Savages? Yeah, man. Today, man, welcome to the episode of The Field. I just wanted to play around with y'all for a little bit, but I did something with Beachhead a couple of weeks ago where I took Tiger Force Duke pants off and switched it with the original Cobra Island Beachhead, and I kind of like how that figure turned out. And today I have one Viper left over and I have one infantry soldier left over, because if you've been watching my channel, of course I got a big old infantry army mixed with officers and troopers, and together all those guys make 45, because I'm about to unbox my 4 other officers. This guy right here was number 46, so I took him away from the pack. And the Vipers, I told you guys I was going with 25. I think I'm gonna stick with 22, and it's a symmetric number. Once I unbox the Vipers, I'll tell you why I wanted to do that. But this guy made 23, so I was like, you know what? I'm not a fighter by any means. I'm not an action figure customizer. I kind of really don't want to be. I'm really not into customizing action figures. Yeah, I might want to paint up something, but something, a quick, easy swap, just like I used to do with the old Joes, and kind of make your own little trooper. I'm all down with that, man. And it's not like you're supposed to do it. It's just like the OG Joes. You weren't really supposed to like take the rubber band out and shit and make you a mix match Frankenstein figure, but we did, and that's what's kind of going on in the new school with these figures. You can heat them up at the pelvis area, kind of twist their legs off with the drop down effect, and take them off, and then you take the little drawers off. That's like the rubber band, serving it I guess as a rubber band, which really is not, but take that piece out to put it on the crotch of another one. But of course they have to kind of have the same body. These guys look like they're close in range here. As you can see, I have their weapons extracted to the side there, both my troopers. I have them prepped and ready to go, and we're gonna see what's up, man. So let's get into it. Alright, so starting out, you want to get your blow dryer, and I have the setting set on low. In this video right here, I do it for a little while, but you don't want to do it too long. Now if you got the setting on high, those figures are going to heat up real quick, and I never knew until I really started collecting action figures hardcore that a blow dry could basically melt an action figure. You don't want to welt or melt down your figure, you just want to warm it up. Specifically aim for the crotch area to kind of get that soft, and what you want to do is get it soft so where that drop down ball peg will slide out of that slotted hip once you see on the inside. Now I'm showing you this blue Cobra Trooper first because I had trouble with him, so I had to put him down, and I picked up the Alley Viper and started rotating the legs forward and trying to get those to come off, and he came off a little bit easier. I didn't really have huge problems with my Duke legs. They popped right off, but as you can see, it came off right there, and I had to pull that ball peg out of the slot. Now that I have the legs off, I'm going to warm up this crouch looking area. And as you can see, that's almost like a pair of underwear on the figure that you just want to slightly warm up so it can make it easy for it to come off. And then there's the same shape of those underwear under there, almost like his butt. There's the underwear right there, you know, the crotch area. Now I'm back hopping on the blue Cobra Troop. I went back to him after I finally got it off the Viper there. And like you say, you just do a twist forward and kind of twirl, kind of almost pull outward and doing a twist forward, and they'll pop right on off. You just have to warm them up a little bit, get that plastic soft enough. Now I'm doing this to show you that when you put them back on, make sure your legs are lined up with the Cobra Infatry. They have like a blue top to their jeans that's kind of like a darker up near the hip area. Just make sure all that is lined up. You can look at here and see that both of their diapers are similar, but they're not the same. I believe they're just slightly different. I did a close look and the pocket's a little bit different, but these two figures are basically the same size, so it's going to work. And I just basically heated it up again to slide it back on, slide the Viper trunks onto the Cobra Trooper trunks. Now to put the legs back on, you want to warm up the top part of the leg where the ball peg is going on at, and then this time you want to put them on and spin them backwards, like towards the back of the figure, to get them popped back in. And it doesn't take a long time. You're looking at maybe 2 or 3 spins. Sometimes I do 4 just to make sure it's on in there. Make sure that ball is down to go inside that little slot. And then you spin it backwards. And as you can see there, I'm just making sure it's in there, making sure my drop down effect works, and I spent it backwards and it's popped on. It doesn't take a lot. It's really an easy swap. What you don't want to do is try to take it apart at the waist. You can see here, I heated up the head a little bit, and the cool thing about G.I. Joe, it has the 2 ball joint effect. So you want to take it off at the neck, not at the head. You want to actually install each figure's head and neck because it makes it look a lot better. But getting back to the waist part, don't try to take this thing apart at the waist. I had a guy hit me earlier this week on YouTube saying he was trying to take it apart at the waist, and I almost made a mistake and did that. And G.I. Joe's a well-built figure because I tried like hell to pull that thing apart at the waist and it never came apart. But you don't want to do that. You're just switching out crotch and legs. And this diaper here is the reason why you don't have to switch at the waist, because that diaper takes care of the waist on down because it's covering up whatever colored pelvis peg they have in there for that ball joint. And as you see here, I'm doing the same thing. I'm heating up that little slide at the top so it can fit on that peg. And this is the one Cobra Trooper I had a little trouble with, but the legs went back on easy. I made sure my sides were lined up in its position right, and heated up that little top slot, slid right on the ball peg, spent it towards backwards about 2 or 3 times. Good to go. Just like I'm doing there, spin it backwards like that just to make sure you get it on there. Once again, I removed at the neck, so I'm installing the Cobra Trooper's entire neck and head joint to the top of the chest there. And I think they look pretty good, man. I think they look pretty good. I hope this helped people out. To be honest with you, my first video I seen, I kind of went back and see like, who did I see do this? And it was Iron Ken. He did it about a year ago where he put his in boiling water and it worked. And he popped his legs off and he switched the legs around, man. So shout out to him. But yeah, you just got to make sure those bodies match up and you can do the damn thing. Enjoy. So there you have it, folks. Dr. Savage's laboratory. Kind of satisfied with these guys, man. They actually gave them kind of like a totally new look and a totally new outlook on them. Like the Cobra Infatry actually looks like a SWAT person now with the vest, and just simply because of his helmet, it almost seems like my Viper is almost kind of turned into almost like a ninja type character. Oh, he's ready for Ninja Force or something, just with the helmet and the way it covers over his eyes. But I'm satisfied with them, man. I like them. I think they look good. Of course, the paint is not matching up. You know, it's kind of still got different blues. But if you guys are all out there who really into foddering and kit bashing, if you want to, you know, put your own paint on it, man, hey, do your thing. So they can definitely match up. Me personally, it doesn't bother me. Just looking at them through the camera here, they look good. Like I said, both of them just pretty much took on their own life. Now, as far as the Infatry with the Alley Viper vest, I'll probably leave that on. That kind of actually doesn't look bad on him, that big bulky vest, being he had that shield. But as far as the Cobra Trooper with the Alley Viper head now, I might cut that vest off. I don't know. I just don't want to do it yet. Maybe throw a Valorverse vest on there, kind of slim him up a little bit. I mean, these guys are primed and ready just for the trimmings, man, for whatever you want to do to them. But I'm digging them. I'm digging them. And like I said, like the brown on the Alley Viper's leg for the boots, that doesn't bother me. But for people who like to customize and want to paint it up, it's cool. If you wanted to paint it different from these colors, I mean, do your thing, man. But you pretty much get two totally different soldiers now if you just got these two guys laying around. But yeah, that's it for the field, man. I just wanted to run that by you guys. I wanted to try something out. As you can see back there, I got my beach head that I did that to a couple of weeks ago, and I'm feeling him. It's kind of I wouldn't necessarily say funky looking, but just funky colors. But if you can dress, you know, sometimes you can throw a green with a beige and kind of match it up, you know. And for all my brothers out there, you know, your beef and Brocks, them green and browns, you know that shit go together. So I ain't gonna get too much deeper into that. So that's why it looks right to me. He looks good over there, really. He's really Tiger Force colors. But there we go, man. We got the Infantry Viper and the Cobra Alley Viper. I don't know, man. But I had fun, man. If this is your first time watching my show, give it a like, comment, subscribe. If you don't feel like doing that, man, yo, check me out again, man. I got tons of videos coming. This is the Savage Land. And we do this for the love and beauty of switching and flopping action figures. And let me just go back at it. This reminds me of my childhood when you flip the rubber bands and you start kind of building your own Joes, man. That's why I love G.I. Joe so much. But we do this for the love and beauty of action figures. And until the next time, God bless. Never fails. Never fucking fails. There you go, asshole.